Now we will study one important reason that why carbon monoxide is a highly poisonous gas. So what will happen when carbon monoxide we will inhale? So generally when oxygen we are inhaling air, and from that our respiratory system will take up oxygen, and that oxygen will react with our blood hemoglobin and form one compound named oxyhemoglobin. So this will go to or reaches to various tissues and they will take up the oxygen from this. So this is a general procedure in our respiratory system. But when carbon monoxide gas we will inhale, then it will interfering with the role of pigment as an role of oxygen carrier. So carbon monoxide will react with hemoglobin and form a stable compound named carboxyhemoglobin. And once this hemoglobin will react with carbon monoxide, it will form stable compound, so that molecule of hemoglobin will no longer able to take up oxygen or no longer able to react with oxygen. So this carboxyhemoglobin is a stable compound, and because of this we will not be able to take up oxygen, and in turn our tissues will not get oxygen. So person dies due to lack of oxygen, because one molecule and similarly so many molecules will form carboxyhemoglobin, and this stable molecule is no longer available as a carrier of oxygen. So person will die due to lack of oxygen. Carbon monoxide is not generating any kind of poison to our body, but it is forming stable compound. In turn, this will create deficiency of oxygen in our body, and this situation is known as asphyxia, and because of this person will die with suffocation and it may result in unconsciousness. So what all are the situation in which person will expose to carbon monoxide? When people in village will sleep in a closed room with coal burning, or they will put a lamp which is burning. So whenever any burning is happening with limited amount of air, and that will produce carbon monoxide, because burning will not get sufficient air. In turn, it will not get sufficient oxygen for burning. So instead of forming carbon dioxide, it will form carbon monoxide, and this is injurious. Second is exhaust fume. Any coal burning or petroleum burning and exhaust flame of any vehicle will consist of some traces of carbon monoxide. Then tobacco burning is also consist of some traces of carbon monoxide. So whenever any burning is happening, even if it is in open air and insufficient air, then it will contain some traces of carbon monoxide. And when any burning is happening in insufficient air, means there is no adequate quantity of air which will support the burning, then it will definitely create carbon monoxide, or it will definitely generate carbon monoxide. Then how can we treat a person who is a victim of carbon monoxide poisoning? Then doctors will give them artificial respiration, and which will contain 95% of oxygen and 5% of carbon dioxide. So timely treatment may save a person from death. So that is why a carbon monoxide gas is highly poisonous gas. If this reason has come in the exam, then you need to write these 3 points. That what is a role of oxygen, how carbon monoxide is interfering in it, and what will happen to a person who will inhale carbon monoxide gas. So these 3 points we need to mention there.